Hey there, welcome to our final day of the Dating Mini Zero Confidence and Challenge. Thank you for joining me all these 4 days, and I hope it has helped you look at how you can be more in control of what I call your dating journey. So, day 4, this is the one we talk about your action plan. And every day that's a week, I have given you one goal for every day. And today's goal is to create your 30-day action plan and take one confident step action right now. And this is where everything comes together. So, first, let's see how far you come in these simple days. Leading up to today, what we have worked on is replacing your limiting beliefs about dating with powerful affirmations. We have also identified 10 genuine relationships and strengths, and we have prepared scripts for you to discuss your disability in a confident way. This is all the internal work of dating, developing your confidence, identifying your self-worth that makes dating much more enjoyable and successful. Now let's turn it into action. Today I'm giving you a 30-day framework. So if you do nothing else, try to do this framework for the next 30 days and you will see a difference. So in week 1, and then in a minute I'm gonna get to how your workbook will help you with that. But in week 1, you're gonna look at how you want to prepare your dating presence, how you want to show up in dating. Week 2, you're gonna work on putting yourself out there. Week 3, it's all about engagement and connection and taking action. Week 4 is where you keep your momentum going and you keep trying different things to connect with people. Each week builds on the that, like that's a challenge every day, build on the next day. And when you take these small, consistent steps, they can lead to big action. Okay, so let's break this down to what it may look like. In week 1 of the next 30 days, some things you can do to build your foundation is update your profile on either dating apps, or I would say even if you're not on dating apps, you should do a dating profile just for clarity and a sense of what you offer to relationships. Think about the photos you want to use in practice, your scripts, how you would talk about yourself, maybe how you would talk about your disability or difference, and then talk to your friends. Let people in your life know that you're getting ready to date, and if they know of anyone they can connect you with, that would be great. So that's how week 1, foundation. Week 2, visibility, sending messages, responding to matches, joining communities, connecting with people, not necessarily putting yourself out there yet to date, but just beginning to connect and see how that feels. Week 3 is when you go into engagement and hopefully connecting with sorry, hopefully connecting with someone, asking them out, having conversations, hopefully planning dates, and then in week 4 you keep that up. You maybe if you don't have a date to go on, you go on more social outings to meet with people, and you look at the progress you're making. You look at what needs to maybe change to help you, and you celebrate your wins. Now, if you turn to your notebook, your workbook that came with the challenge, you're gonna see when we get to day 4, you begin creating that 30-day plan, and it will walk you through all 4 weeks of the next 30 days in creating your action plan for what to do, 3 actions within the framework of that. So, what actions are you gonna take in week 1? What actions in week 2, and so on. Each week, choose only 2 to 3 specific actions you will commit to, and they don't need to be I'm gonna go on a date. They can be little things like I'm gonna look into this app. I'm gonna look for a social event in my area. I'm gonna talk to a friend about dating. Be honest and realistic for your schedule and whatever else you have going on in your life. It's better if you can do 2 things really well than 5 things poorly. And write down with dates if possible of when you're gonna do things. Okay, now what's important about this phase is that you stay accountable to yourself. And because the only way you're gonna make progress with dating is that you keep trying and you do what you say you're gonna do. Some ways to stay accountable are to set weekly reminders on your phone, share your plan with friends. That's a dating plan that you're coming up with. Track your actions in your workbook. Celebrate all the that's all the actions you take. And maybe join a supportive community that will encourage you in your dating journey, because when you do these things, it will help you to follow through on what you want. Because we all know dating can be very hard. And doing what I call the work of dating, of going on apps and perfecting what you want to say and coming up with a plan, it's a hard work and it can be tedious. And at times our brains will tell us, oh, you don't need to do that. But in order to make progress, you do need to take consistent action. Okay, so it comes to this moment right now. I want you to think about, before this ends, what is one confident dating action you can take today? And again, it can be a very, very small thing. It can be updating your dating profile, sending a message to someone, responding to a match, joining a dating app, uploading a new photo on your profile, telling a friend about your dating goals, or signing up for a social event. These are all small actions you can do today. Um, and remember, these small things and be creating big momentum, which can lead to results and changes in your life. Okay, so in your workbook, take action now. Commit to taking that first step that you're going to do today to help you make progress on your dating journey. If you do this one step, this one action, whatever it is, then you're gonna say, hey, I can do this. I am doing what I say I will. And it will encourage you all the more. Before we wrap up, I want to talk about when you hit obstacles, because you will. Whenever we're working on any big goal, whether dating, work, school, whatever, we tend to run into obstacles because that's the nature of life. So some days you may feel like, oh, this isn't working. Well, on those days, return to day 1 and day 2 of the Sin Challenge, where it talks about affirmations and your strengths, and remind yourself of your value and worth. When you have fear of, oh, I can't do this, or I don't want to be rejected, go to what you worked on in day 3 with your secrets and setting boundaries. And when you feel stuck, reach out for support and adjust to your plan, and maybe take smaller actions that feel more doable to you. Remember, progress happens over time. That's why we call it progress. And we want progress over perfection. So every step, every action counts with that. Okay, I really appreciate you joining me on the Simple Day journey. What is next? Well, now you have hopefully an empowering mindset and the affirmation to encourage you. You have a clear understanding of your value. You have scripts for confident conversations. And now, hopefully, with today, you have a 30-day plan to give you momentum on your first brave step. That is how this works. And if you do take the time to go into your workbook, I know it sounds really boring, really nerdy, but if you take the time to go in the workbook and develop a 30-day plan for yourself and stay with that plan, you're gonna see progress. Okay. I so appreciate you joining me on these simple days. Before we get into questions,